A Star is Born is directed by Bradley Cooper and stars him along with Lady Gaga, and it follows a country-style rock artist who is pretty close to the end of his career and comes across Lady Gaga's character one night and is transfixed by the performance that she gives and tries to create a career for her, which also kind of refuels himself, and it tells a really touching tale of how two people can impact each other in this situation. I'm not sure what all Bradley Cooper has directed, but if he keeps directing movies like this, he's on a roll to being a very, very good director, because this movie was amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, this movie really floored me, actually. On more than one occasion, it made me really well up with actual tears coming out of my eyes. And not because it was sad, just because it was so good. I actually learned recently that all the music written in this movie was written for this movie. It wasn't just songs. And I gotta say, this is some of the best songs I've ever heard written for a movie before. And Lady Gaga's performance in this movie is unparalleled. It feels like the role was meant for her. And it's not like this character's trying to be Lady Gaga. But the character itself just felt like it was meant for her. Her performance in this movie was so awesome, and it blew me away. I didn't think she was going to be nearly this. And Bradley Cooper in this movie, oh my god, this guy really blew me away. A lot of people know him as like the Hangover guy, and then there's the other people that know him as like the man from Place Beyond the Pines, who can take really serious roles and give heart and emotion to his acting. And I gotta say, this is his best role. I mean, I haven't seen everything Bradley Cooper's been in, but this is the best he's ever been. Now, this movie isn't as good as The Place Beyond the Pines, but him in the movie, he did a better job in this than he did in Place Beyond the Pines. When I first heard his voice, I was like, because you know he has a bit of a country accent in this movie, I was kind of getting the vibes like, oh, he kind of sounds like Sam Elliott. It almost sounds like he's trying to be Sam Elliott. And then I learned that Sam Elliott's in the movie. He popped up and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize Sam Elliott was in this movie. And he gives the best performance of the whole fucking film. Granted, he's not in the movie nearly as much as Bradley Cooper or Lady Gaga, but the scenes that he's in, he steals every single one of them. Also, the chemistry between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's characters in this movie is just unreal. You legitimately feel like these actors are in love. It doesn't feel like you're watching actors act out a love scene. It really feels like the people in there are in love and you're just watching them do their thing. It's honestly upsetting to me to know that Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga aren't together in real life, because I ship them harder than anyone. Now, this movie is amazing, but is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. There were some moments in the movie where it was quite jarring. And by jarring, I mean there's some time jumps where you feel like a week or two have passed, but it's really been half a year, maybe a whole year, even more than that. The movie doesn't always do a good job at addressing that all of this time has passed. And there's also some big character moments that feel like they were extremely rushed and felt really out of place and weird, and I don't know if I would have gone about them that way. The one I'm thinking of in particular involves a dinner table and a ring. That's all I'm gonna say. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That scene was just weird, and I didn't feel like it needed to be there, honestly. I felt like they could have handled that a little bit better. Also, there was a point where I literally predicted the ending. Now, I know this movie's a remake, but I haven't seen the original. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know anything about this movie. I did happen to predict the ending, and that let me down a little bit because the emotions that could have hit me at the end would have hit harder if I didn't already guess that that was going to happen. But it was still pretty powerful, and the movie overall was wonderful. It's an awesome experience, and anyone that's into music or movies in general, I would recommend this to. And I'm gonna give it an A-. It almost gets an A, but whenever I guess the ending to a movie, that's just gotta lower it one grade. But yeah, this movie's great. I recommend it to all of you. Now I'm approaching the end of my video. I don't know how I'm gonna end this video.